People always say like, oh, the portrait it has to be about the person. I think it's mostly about the photographer, like what you see in that person. My most important body of work is like my family. Like everything else is like second place. Identity, although it's important, it's not all there is. Okay, yeah, I'm Filipino, I'm proud to be Filipino, but I can't be like...
Yo, we're back with another episode of Walkie Talkie. Today we got Chester. Can you introduce yourself for the people?
Yeah, my name's Chester. I'm a freelance photographer here in Austin. I've been doing that for about a couple of years. Prior to that, I was working in healthcare for about 15 years.
What are we shooting with today?
I'm shooting Kodak, digital though. So it's a little digicam I found at my parents' house. And then the good old Pentax 6.7 for backup.
Dang, what lens is that on there?
I got the 90. I used to have the 105, but I found the 90 is just as good, but it's a little bit wider for...
Black and white?
Black and white, almost 100% black and white. Yeah.
What about the digicam? Do you convert the digicam to black and white?
I've been liking the color stuff that's coming out of it. So it depends on what the photo is. Yeah. So I mess around with it. That's the only color thing I do is with the digital point and shoot.
This is a Tri-X or HP5?
No, I use like the cheapest shit, like Kentmere.
Kentmere.
Kentmere. Most of the time is Kentmere 100 because I shoot mostly slower, quieter stuff. But today, since we're running and gunning, I got 400, so going up to 500 speed,
cool,
baby.
Let's go. Where are we at right now?
So we're starting out on Congress Street. It's typically like the busiest part of downtown in the mornings. A lot of different kinds of people walking around, people with their luggage, traveling, which is kind of sometimes makes a good photo.
You mentioned you typically focus on like quiet photography, but sometimes you come out here.
I mean, I like all kinds of photography. Initially, I think I was influenced by like Martin Parr, all those guys, Gary Winogrand. So I tried doing that. The first year of doing photography was just going out, because this is the easiest thing to do. Just walk out with your camera and just go take pictures of whatever you want. But then over time, you kind of find what you like. And I've been kind of gravitating towards more like post-documentary, which is a little more subjective, because documentary photojournalism is typically like, you have to state the fact. You can't really deviate from the truth. Most of the stuff I like doing it's still based on reality, like I said, like it's still based on like real life, but it's more subjective. Like it's based on how I feel, and it's more personal. I think it came down to like a lot of personal stuff that went on during the pandemic. Oh, it was a tough time for me. I was like really lonely, really depressed. And I was starting to use photography as a way to kind of express that or kind of let it out. So a lot of the pictures that I was making, it was more like there's something here that I feel connection to that kind of started meaning more to me than random street photography. I still love looking at all that stuff, but at this point in my photography, I'm more concerned in making a little bit more quiet and contemplative kind of work that kind of sits and kind of simmers. I think it was just like a lot of personal stuff that forced my photography to kind of, I wouldn't say like progress, but like deviate in that direction. I think this is why I like the Digicam too, is that once in a while, it takes me a minute to kind of get going. I don't know if that's how it is for you. Whereas like, you gotta like fire off a couple of shots to kind of like get the muscle memory. Fucking random stuff, just to kind of get used to that, pressing that button. It's a really cool hat. Really cool hat. Oh, you just attached it. You just attached the little sun thing on it. That's cool. Have a good one.
How do you find people react to being photographed here in Austin?
It's 50-50. I've never gotten in a confrontation, knock on wood. But I'm pretty like jovial. I approach people with a smile. I don't walk around creepily I'm just like walking. And if I see something, I take a photo. And most of the time I do talk to people. It's very rare for me to just approach somebody and just snap without having like words exchanged. Like living in Austin, I never really was interested in like photographing Austin because I live here. I was traveling to Waco where I grew up and like doing like a body of work there. A couple years ago, I started walking around. There's an area up north called Runberg. It's mostly like minorities living out there, more industrial kind of area. And at that time, I was going out almost every day. I was shooting like 10 rolls a day on medium format, which is a lot.
Well, what was it about that town or that neighborhood?
A lot of my work is like based on connection, like my personal connection to something. And that place kind of reminded me of the place that I grew up in Waco. Like if you go to different neighborhoods in Austin, you have the rich, more well-to-do areas. And then you have Runberg, which is like, it has a reputation to be like the hood in Austin, which is like, I go there, I'm like, it's just like a whole bunch of like poor people, like if that's considered the hood. I've never gotten bothered by anybody. No one's tried to fight me or do anything bad. It's just that, reputations usually come with economic status kind of thing. But yeah, so I just was like, oh, this feels like home. So I was just walking around, just talking to just random people. And like that body of work put together now, hoping to be a book someday. I took that body of work to a workshop with Trespasser, one of the best publishers in the country, I think. And they're like, luckily they're based in Austin. And the two guys that run it, the three guys, Brian Scomat, Matthew Gentempo, and the designers Cody Haltom. So I thought, why not? Let me just go to this workshop, see if I have anything. All I wanted was either for them to tell me it's good, you keep doing it, or it's shit. And that's basically like the two things that. How's it going?
Oh,
beautiful dogs, man.
Hey, thank you.
Let me take a photo of them. Do you mind?
No, not at all. Here.
Oh, that's a Great Dane, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to do dog portraits. Oh, perfect. Oh, good dogs. So good. All right, thank you. Thank you so much. Can I take a photo of you while holding them?
Sure.
Yeah, just face them this way. Oh, I'm delaying you, my bad.
No, you're okay. It's all good. I'm not in a big hurry.
Okay, this is good. Just have them sitting down.
Oh.
That's good, that's good, that's good. And just looking straight right here. Try not to smile, just a neutral expression. Yeah, just looking straight at me. That's fine if they're playing. That's good, that's good. Can I get one close-up photo of you? Do you mind? Yeah, just looking like that, yeah. Beautiful. And then looking off down that way a little bit. Yeah. All right, cool, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate you taking the time, man.
Absolutely.
And have a good rest of your
Yes,
day.
you do the same.
That workshop that we're just talking about. What else came out of that?
I laid all my pictures down on the table. I was just like, hey, this is my shit. I've never really shown it to anybody. I'm nobody. Like, I don't have like a huge following. I just have like a body of work that I think could be something. And here it is. They were like, all right, who's gonna publish this? Like, who do we think is kind of connected to this work that will, take a chance on it and like publish it? And that comment just like shocked me. I was like, what the fuck? So I sat down, I just listened to them like talk for like the rest of the hour, like I think an hour and a half afterwards. They kind of were like, okay, it's good. Like I was waiting for them, like, okay, you gotta shoot more of this, you gotta shoot more of that. And they're like, no, you're done. All you gotta do is think of a title, because I had a shit title, finalize the sequence, and just send it off.
So going into that workshop, did you feel like you were done with the project?
I think the feelings that made me make those photographs and the feelings that were kind of evident when you look at the body of work, they were kind of dissipating, they were kind of going away. So when I was going out, I wasn't gravitated to making those same photos. Because I would go out and like, I would shoot usually like 10 to 12 rolls a day. And then towards the end of that project, I would go and like shoot a roll, like in 4 hours. I'm like, what's going on? Is this like, I'm losing
It
interest.
seems like it aligned to where like you were feeling like it was coming to an end, and then they were like, oh, it's done.
Yeah, which is great, because like, I never want to keep doing the same shit. That's why now I'm like walking around with a 4x5, because like it's a different camera, it's a different process, slower. Part of my practice is mostly kind of just piling photographs, just going out, just make as many photos as you want or as you can, make a pile of photographs, and then wait later on to look at them. And that's what happened with the project that I brought to the workshop. I was just going out, taking pictures, and then when I laid it out on the table, there was a feeling that I felt looking at the photographs. And that's when I knew that I was like, oh, okay, this could be something special.
You originally from Austin?
No, I was born in the Philippines.
Born in the Philippines.
Yeah, I moved out here when I was 11. Moved to Waco, which is like an hour and a half north of Austin. I consider that my hometown.
Basically,
And but here, like moving here, like no one goes outside. But yeah, like you move out here and you're inside. Spending the rest of my childhood in Waco was just like a complete flip. That kind of affected me a lot in the way I grew up, where like the way my personality is. Because like I remember growing up, like I was like in front of everybody, because my parents were teachers in the Philippines. So they're like teachers in the Philippines. They're kind of held in a high regard, kind of like doctors, especially like from a small village. But like moving here, and all that confidence went away. Like I became like super quiet, because you know, like you don't see anybody that looks like you. You're like the other. I mean, there's other like Mexican people or like black people that I grew up with. I mean, they were considered other by the majority white people, but like I was the other, especially like not speaking fluent English. It was tough. Honestly, like I feel like a closer affinity with minorities, like black people and Mexican people. Like when I'm walking around, especially in the neighborhoods that I kind of walk around at, that's who the people I see, and that's who I gravitate towards. But yeah, like if you look at my body of work, it's pretty diverse. Like the portraits I make from all walks of life. I think that comes from like working as a nurse too, working in a hospital. You see people come in like, you know, the richest of the rich to the poorest of the poor. I've been doing a lot of psychoanalysis with why I photograph things. And I think it boils down to trying to find a sense of home, or even like having conversations with people. I think that's what I'm looking for, is this connection, and like there's this thing in the Philippine culture called kapwa. It's a word that means like it's not about the individual, like everyone's part of a community, and it's we're all integrated kind of thing. So I think that's how I feel with the world, which is kind of like, I don't know, but that's how I've been feeling. It's like, you know, like I'm part of this world. I'm part of like each person that I see. Like it doesn't matter if I'm like not from here or not originally from here. Like I belong wherever I'm at, kind of thing. Let's go. And the horse is beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. Do y'all get assigned like a specific horse?
Yes, sir.
Like that's your horse the rest of your time here? That's
Right. It's basically you're gonna walk straight south on concrete. Good luck to you. Straight that way, get across the river, and then it's gonna be on your right-hand side. But follow that map. I got you. All right, now get your map pulled back up so you get there.
beautiful horses, huh?
Yeah, pretty cool.
She's been eyeing these guys.
Oh, really?
Far.
She's like, I want to
Several.
say
Aw,
You never expected something that good, did you? She's pretty good.
it's pretty calm. Is she a poodle mix?
She's an Old English sheepdog.
Ah,
Was
okay.
a puppy
What kind of tonality do you typically like? Contrast, flat?
I like kind of like a softer contrast, like a little more detail. I mean, at the end of the day, it's my photo. It's how I want it to look, so yeah. I always go back to this thing that Brian from the workshop said, because I think somebody was maybe talking about like the truth in photography and like staying to like what's truthful kind of thing. And he referenced this author, Richard Hugo. He has a book called The Triggering Town, and he like read a passage or like a little quote on there that says, if a town has 17 people, but the poem needs 19, then the town has 19 people. Which is like, when he said that, I was like, oh, that makes sense. Like you can do whatever you want. It's your like what project or picture or whatever. It's up to you. You're good, you're good. Keep going, keep going. I'm not going. I'm not going. Thank you. Appreciate you. You're looking good.
You've gotten into like wedding photography.
Yeah, I mean, I got to make money, right? So like when I quit nursing, I was like, what's the easiest thing for me? Not the easiest, the most accessible for me to make money right away, which was like shooting weddings and like families and portraits. But I'd still do it my way. Like I still photograph weddings in a way that's adjacent to street photography. I think Andrew, you did a thing with Andrew. I think I saw him at that event in New York where he talked about John Dolan's thing, because I did that. I went to that. I think I recognized him when I saw his Walkie Talkie. I was like, oh, he was in that thing. The wedding industry it's like a tough industry to crack. I try to attract people or try to align people that align with the way I think about photography. Like it's not about like always being pretty kind of thing. Like if you look through like my wedding photography catalog, it looks like street photography. Yeah, there's a lot of like flash. There's a lot of like in between moments. There's a lot of like funny shit, which is like what happens at weddings, right? There's a whole bunch of crying. There's a whole bunch of fighting sometimes. There's a whole bunch of like crazy shit happening. But today, like all you see are like pretty pictures. That's not really what happens at weddings. I make it known, like if somebody hires me for a wedding, we have a sit down. Like I always talk to them, like, hey, let's go have coffee and let's make sure this is what you want, because I'm not gonna do all that other stuff. This has gotta be what you want. When I quit nursing, I was like, I told myself, I was like, I'm gonna do it my way. That way, first of all, I'm gonna have fun doing it. Second of all, I'm actually trying to make a good photograph, you know? Like how I'm doing like out in the streets, like just walking around, I'm trying to make something like that's good. So like for them to hire me, they know that I'm doing my best kind of thing, so.
But can you talk about like the photography community that you've found and maybe a part of, or the people that you know?
Yeah, I mean, the more I've gone out to shoot, I've kind of just met people randomly, either like just walking around or would meet up at bars, stuff like that. And the community here is pretty supportive. The guys from NAP, I'm gonna forget people, but Mingo, I really like his work. Grand Rot is his Instagram. Another guy, Jay Park, I like his work because it's like that classic, like Winogrand, like Friedlander type stuff, off the beaten path, like, you know, places that people don't normally go to. You know, Matt, obviously. This is like a bunch more. Like Ram, he does 6th Street. He's been doing 6th Street for the longest. And I think if he just keeps doing it until 6th Street is died down, then that would be like an amazing body of work. But yeah, the community, I think I just kind of found my people that I can hang out with, have a good conversation, and not talk about gear all the time, which is cool and all, but you know, I'm more interested in the work.
You've also started documenting and taking photos of a lot of like Filipino heritage, Filipino American culture and people. Can you talk about that?
The pandemic was kind of another level of like quarantine for most people. You're kind of disconnected to even your family. Personal relationships go downhill. So I found myself craving connection. I was having some sort of like identity crisis, I guess, which a lot of people go through. And I was trying to explore that by surrounding myself with people that look like me, people that have similar upbringing. So I just started going to like potlucks and like events where there's like a whole bunch of Filipinos. So I started doing coffee, like we grab coffee and then we'll do portraits. I did that for maybe 20 portraits. I wanted to show like a different side of what a Filipino American looks like. Because typically, like when you tell somebody, "Oh, I'm Filipino," they're either like, "Oh, you're a nurse," or like, which I was, which is kind of, I fit the stereotype. But I wanted to show that we're doing a whole bunch of different things. Like we're out there, we're doing things. The thing with projects with me is like, the camera is as important as like what the project is about. Like the beginnings of a project. Like the book that I did was all on Pentax. So I have to find like a tool that kind of gets me what I want and just stick with that tool. So I think with the Filipino project, I'm sticking with 4x5. So now that I've found that tool, I'm starting to like gain momentum and keep that going. Like I want to be able to look at the portraits and be like, you know, this is a lofty goal, but like, and see like a Brian Scootmont kind of like portrait. Or like there's another portrait artist that they kind of put me on, Judith Joy Ross. Her body of work, just documenting her series of portraits, different kinds too. It's like a really good reference for me, where it's like pretty cut and dry portrait of somebody, but there's a little something there. And that's what I look for, like when I'm taking portraits, is just a little something different, a look in the eyes, or something, a gesture, or like something that forces me to like have a second look.
Continuing that project, do you feel like you're starting to or have accomplished reconnecting to some type of Filipino heritage that way?
I think I have. In the beginning, I was really interested in that identity thing. Like, this is what I am. I'm Filipino. I need to find my Filipino-ness. And like, that's what I was initially looking for. Well, I've kind of realized that like, identity, although it's important, it's not all there is. I think people place too much importance on like placing themselves in the category of like an identity. And I feel like you can embrace your identity, but still be open to everybody. There is a tendency to be like, okay, we're throwing like a all Asian event. We gotta be all Asian. Like no one's allowed. Like everyone's gotta be Asian. Which is like exactly the opposite of what you're trying to do. So I think there is a fine line of like, okay, yeah, I'm Filipino, I'm proud to be Filipino. But I can't be like, oh, you're not. I'm Filipino and you're not. And I think that's what I do with photography, regardless of who I photograph, is to like have the same level of respect for humanity. Because we're all the same. I mean, it's too much bullshit about our differences, you know? We all want the same things.
You're also a dad.
Yeah.
You got 2 kids, right?
Yeah.
So you got 2 kids.
7 and 9, both girls. So my first daughter was born in 2016. That's when I actually like started shooting film. I started shooting like little point and shoot cameras because I had this like this fantasy of like their grandkids or their kids finding like a box of negatives in like the attic or something. And like that's actually like the first like driving force of me like taking pictures, was like to document my kids growing up. And I'm like compiling this body of work that I know sometimes they don't care about, you know, they don't want to take a pause all the time to like take a photo, you know, especially with the cameras I'm using now. They're pretty slow. So my most important body of work is like my family. Like everything else is like second place. So if I don't shoot anything else other than just my kids growing up, I'll be happy with that.
When it comes to like portrait photography, what's your like philosophy? Because I feel like there's a bunch of different ways people take portraits. What makes a good portrait photo?
I feel like if you look at like a portrait and feel something, and like looking at it more than just like a glance saying, oh, there's a picture of a person. If a portrait makes you sit there and like wonder about the person in the photograph by like the way they look, or like how they their expression looks, I think that makes it automatically more interesting than anything else. Like compared to like maybe like a headshot where the person's presenting like an ideal version of themselves. People always say like, oh, the portrait it has to be about the person. I think it's mostly about the photographer, like what you see in that person. My job isn't to show the subject in a way that is true to them. It's more about my perception of what they give me, kind of thing. Like most of the time, people, they give out something that they're used to giving out. Like if you ask for something, like a photo with somebody, like if they do the smile, or they already have like a set thing they want to do. I typically kind of purposely mess with the camera or like be annoyingly slow that it takes so long that they like, oh fuck, I can't hold this smile for this much longer. I'm just gonna chill or like just relax the face. And that's when I'm like, okay, there's something there. Like I like a solemn, not sad face, but like a neutral expression. Like every time somebody smiles, I always tell them, let's just not smile. Which is kind of sometimes sounds kind of rude, but and people aren't used to being told not to smile. And they don't know what to do. And sometimes with that expression that they give, when you tell them not to smile, it's more interesting than whatever they make up themselves. With the large format, you do get a ton more detail, but it is a lot harder to get like a good photo because the margin of error is very thin. Like the focus is very thin. So if you focus and the subject moves, like you completely ruin the picture. For me, I try to explain every single part of the process to the subject. Like, hey, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna focus. I'm gonna put the film holder. When I click this, I'm just testing that. That's not the real photo. So they know what to expect. And I do these things with kids where I do like red light, green light, where I'm like, all right, red light, and then it freeze, and that's when like focus, I do all that stuff. I haven't done it with adults yet, but it comes down to if they keep moving, I'm gonna be like, do you remember that game when you were little?
What books come to mind when it comes to influence or impact on like, maybe specifically your portraiture?
Portraiture work, I think the first thing that really like I gravitated towards was In the American West by Avedon. I just love like you can't deny how good those photos are. But you know, the way he made those photos, like he is basically typecasted those subjects, which isn't the way I make pictures. I basically just go out, engage with the world, and see whoever I meet. Greg Halpern, I think, is a big influence on that book that I'm trying to make. Oh, hey Lisa. How are you? Thanks for coming. Oh, it's in the neighborhood. Can you do you kind of leaning on one side, like with your head? Like, yeah. I like how you pose right now, just like that. But like maybe tilt a little bit more, a little softer, kind of like, yeah. Okay, hold that right there. Yeah. Can you do it like were you looking down earlier? Yeah. Maybe chin down a little bit more. Yeah. 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 And kind of like you're like, look at that right there. Yeah. 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 Hold that. Hold that. Okay. All right, that's done. Right there. Right there. Hold that right there. Hold it. Hold it. Ah, so good. So good. I think we got it.
Cool.
Yeah. That was quick. That was painless.
Yeah.
Yeah. That took what, 10, 15 minutes? Not even?
Yeah.
That was really good. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
I think, and like I said, like even though this looks grungy, the photo is gonna be so like about you that it like the background is barely gonna show up.
Awesome.
Yeah. Earlier when you were in the like gravel area and you had 1 foot up, kind of like almost, I don't know how you had it earlier. You just kind of just chilling. Maybe like it was crisscrossy.
Oh, wow.
Like you had that foot maybe on the pavement. Yeah, kind of like, is that even, honestly, that looks pretty good. Like you holding onto that, that's perfect. Hold that right there. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Hold that, hold that. Keep holding. Keep holding. Slightly tilt more. Yep. Okay. Let's do another one. Same pose. I really like it, and maybe slightly looking off. Let's try one looking off this way. Oh, that's good. That looks good. Oh yeah, that's perfect. I'm gonna try something different here. If you focus on your face, your arm's gonna be out of focus.
Right.
But with this camera, you can swing the plane of focus and make it diagonal, so I can focus on your face and your hand diagonally, which is
That's insane.
one of the cool things about this camera. Hold, please. Hold, hold, hold. Hold, hold, hold. Hold, hold, hold. Hold, hold, hold. Oh, so good. Ah, man. You're good, you're good, you're good. I don't know, this project might take years. So it might, I'm not trying to make like the one and all and be all type, like, you know, portrait of Filipinos in America. It's just like what I saw in people kind of thing.
No, I like that.
Yeah.
It's like your own personal experience.
Yeah,
How many you got left?
I got two sheets. Yeah. What's up, dude? Exactly where I wanted you to be.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we came over here. Dude,
yeah,
so,
let me know how you
so
want me.
like how you were sitting down. Honestly, like I usually just see how you normally sit, and then whatever you do will probably a lot better. I like how you were like holding it actually, like both hands, how you were holding the,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, kind of like that, yeah.
I can go like I can go all the way back.
Oh shit, don't fall. I don't have insurance, dude.
Okay.
Lean towards the camera, maybe? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, that looks good. Hold that, yeah, hold it right there. Perfect, that looks really good. Hold it. Oh, that looks good. Perfect, dude, that was good. One more shot. I like this thing, but I wish there was a chair. Maybe, can you sit? Are you able to sit? Yeah, it's actually pretty good.
Or I can sit down.
Yeah. Honestly, like squatting, actually that looks good. That looks good. That looks good. Are you able to kind of bend that leg a little bit more?
Which one?
Yeah. More like a shape to it as opposed to like just straight down.
The hood is tight.
I know. It doubles as my rain jacket if it's raining
It's like
outside.
Filipino colors too, man.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
I thought it was a flag at first.
Tommy Hilfiger repping. All right, dude, hold that right there. Hold that. Hold that, hold that. Dude, that's it, man.
Is it?
That's it. Oh shit! My bad. My bad.
You're kidding.
My bad.
You're good.
My bad.
You're good. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Large format. That's great.
yeah. So the film
Where are you developing that
at home.
Finish your sentence. I take photos because.
I've heard you ask this question, and I always said I take photos despite despite it being difficult, despite it being mostly failures, I take photos despite it being all that. That's a little different. But yeah, to answer that question, I take photos because it forces me to kind of like live in the world. Because like when you're out photographing, you pay attention. Most of us just get in this like kind of lull of a life where like we just go to work, do our thing, we stay in our own lane, and we don't pay attention to anything else. Like me just walking around, like randomly having a conversation with like a person downtown earlier. That actually made my day right there. So I take photos because of the fact that it allows me to engage with the world.
All right, that's gonna do it for this episode of Walkie Talkie. Chaz, thanks for hanging out with me,
Thanks,
man.
dude. I appreciate you coming to Austin in this heat. Man, it's been a fun day.
Yeah, man. Let the people know where they can show you some love.
Yeah, sure, man. My Instagram's Chess_Allen. I do wedding photography too, so my link's all on there. So yeah.
All right.
Peace out.
Peace.
Appreciate it.
Now when they see us in the streets, all they wanna do is take pics, and I'm like, okay.